welcome to Conquering Alba, where we will show you the historic places that make Scotland the place it is today. Today we are in the Kingdom of Fife and we are visiting St Andrew's Castle. The castle sits on a rocky promontory overlooking a small beach called Castle Sands and looks out into the North Sea. The castle was a main residence of the bishops and archbishops of St Andrews and the focal point of the church in medieval Scotland. Little of the original castle can be traced through the existing ruins. Almost nothing remains of the early structure, which suffered badly during the Wars of Independence and finally rendered indefensible by the Scots in 1337 to avoid it being held again by the English. The new castle was then completed in about the year 1400. Further work on the castle was then undertaken by Archbishop James Beaton following the Battle of Flodden in 1513. This was designed to allow the structure to withstand an attack by heavy artillery. Archbishop James Beaton then appointed his nephew David Beaton to be his successor, an ambitious man who later became the cardinal and a prominent figure in both the religious and political life in Scotland. It was Cardinal David Beaton's strong opposition to the marriage of the infant Mary Queen of Scots to Prince Edward, future King Edward, son and heir of Henry VIII of England, that led to renewed warfare between the two countries in 1544. Then in 1546, Cardinal David Beaton had the Protestant preacher George Wishart burnt at the stake in front of the castle walls. This was then used as the pretext for Beaton's grisly murder at the hands of the local Protestant lairds who captured the castle by stealth. The Cardinal's body was thrown into the bottle dungeon and covered with salt to stop it from sinking. We can actually go into the bottle dungeon and have a look around. The castle was put under siege and the siege was finally settled decisively in 1547 with the arrival of the French fleet who reduced the castle to ruins. castle was later handed down to Archbishop John Hamilton, who was able to rebuild most of the castle before he was hanged for his involvement of the death of Lord Darnley. The result was a much more grand and elaborate structure than the fortress that once stood. With the eventual success of the Protestant Reformation in Scotland, the office of the bishop was increasingly eroded until it was finally abolished by William of Orange. The principal remains are the portion of the south wall enclosing the square tower, the bottle dungeon, the kitchen tower and the underground mine and countermine. The castle had several notable figures come and go, such as James I of Scotland, Bishop Henry Wardlaw, who was the founder of St Andrews University, Bishop James Kennedy, a trusted advisor of James II of Scotland, and it was the birthplace of James III of Scotland. enjoyed today's video and our journey to the Kingdom of Fife in St Andrew's Castle. If you wish to see more videos like this, then please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Alba go bra.